health authorities are considering youth e-cigarette use an epidemic in the United States. We have never seen the use of any substance rise so rapidly amongst American youth as e-cigarettes have.
The federal government today warned Americans not to use e-cigarettes following several mysterious deaths linked to vaping. There are more questions now than answers.
The recent outbreaks that we've seen in Colorado and other states demonstrate that these products are just simply not safe.
At this time here in Illinois, we do not know what is contributing to these respiratory illnesses.
We join with the Centers for Disease Control to advise people to stop vaping now.
Interestingly, for all of these cases, there is a history of using a cannabis or marijuana type product.
Many individuals have reported vaping THC, the ingredient in marijuana, or other substances.
So a 2017 Australian survey that talked to 12 to 17-year-olds showed that 1 in 10 young people in Australia have tried an e-cigarette. And of those, 1/3 had used an e-cigarette in the past month.
There's quite a number of ways that the vaping industry is starting to target youth. The vials are very, very colourful. They're really enticing towards the adolescents and young adults. If you were to put them next to lollies or packages for popcorn, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And then there's also the new wave of marketing that we're seeing at the moment with social media, but also that brand awareness. We're seeing launch parties. We're also seeing very glamorized pictures, ads as well. And the flavorings themselves are heavily marketed to youth. So you get things like bubblegum flavor, popcorn flavor, apple pie flavor.
Mango, mint, cucumber. They're marketing it as cool, stylish, sexy, popular. So everybody that starts vaping says it's harmless, and that's wrong.
In places like the US and Canada, where e-cigarettes are freely available, there's been a 78% surge in the use of e-cigarettes amongst young people.
The story is so incredibly common. I went to high school. My friend brought out this vaping pen or USB drive, and they said, hey, do you want to try it? I tried it, and it was nothing. It's like breathing air, and so it's really easy, and they think it's cool. Now they're hooked. I don't think there's enough being done in the schools.
Vaping actually came to our attention through some cyber safety work that we were doing with students, because the advertisement for the vapes was popping up in their social feeds. So it is about us educating our young people around this social phenomena that has taken off in the US that we don't necessarily want to see here. We actually want to see our young people educated about the dangers and make informed decisions if they choose to eventually do it when they become adults.
The issue here is people don't really know what they're inhaling, so a bit of better labelling or a bit of better awareness around what's actually in these devices is probably what's required.
People who switch to vaping can expect substantial improvements in their health, and we need to make these products at least as available as cigarettes, not restrict them more than a product that kills 2 out of 3 users.
E-cigarettes have the potential to fuel nicotine addiction and re-normalise smoking in Australia. Australia leads the world in tobacco control. We are very concerned that it's too easy for young people to purchase these products online, and we'd really like to see stricter controls at the border.
Young kids who are exposed to the behaviour of smoking and then may want to go on to try traditional cigarettes to get a bigger hit, for instance. They might think, oh, well, you know, this cherry flavoured e-liquid or e-cigarette tastes lovely, I might try some cigarettes. And we're certainly seeing that in the research that we've found on young adults in Australia, but also a lot of research coming out of the US that shows that kids who use e-cigarettes are more likely to go on to then become actual smokers of traditional cigarettes, which is very concerning.